Table 500. The series where the combos are absurd. Ostinato, if you're willing to play enough bricks, can pretty much do anything in the entire game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Or the combos are stupid. The mandatory effect of Uka triggers here, despite it being negated, so our opponent is going to SP away our cards for some reason. From rookies to masters, you'll find something worth laughing at in this series. Taking part in Table 500 is easy. Check the description to find the link for submitting your replay, read through some of the requirements, like don't make it boring. And you too can be featured on the worst showcase of decks in Yu-Gi-Oh! Here is Table 500. YouTube! Welcome back to another episode of Table 500. You want to submit your replays? Hope you watch the intro / outro, check the description, etc. Let's jump in to today's funnies and ha-has for your best submitted combos for this week. This replay is called the Warmup. Oh, it's a Dice Rally replay. Okay. This is literally 4 hand craps, 1 card sharder. Look at that. Normal summon Lurie. Into Requiem. Yes. What are we going to do with the Mystic Potato? Please don't tell me it's just Sequence. Fusions are banned, actually. Fusions are banned. Wait, hold. Sequence. Wait, what? How are you fusion summoning? Is this from, like, the last Dice Rally event? Like last year? Oh, wow. Desiree pass. Look, guys. It's Desiree and 4 hand traps. 6. Okay. This is your average Dice Rally game. Alright, this is a Duelist Cup replay, and it's called Jumpscare. So Star here has not played the game in a while, but he's in Plat 5, and he was grinding the Duelist Cup with Gren Maju. A very good deck, actually. Standby phase, Banquet of Billions. Our opponent is going to not have an extra deck this turn. What are they even playing? Galaxy Eyes. Very nice. Okay. Golem. Add the field spell. They're gonna go field spell. Equipping Luna, trying special Sengen. That's gonna get Ashed, which is then gonna get Called Bide. Okay. Alright, special. Luna effect gets to add another copy of Luna here. Was that 4,000 life points they paid? Classic! Why are you hitting yourself? Okay, this replay is called 2. Wait a minute. Is this from that, Exodia Duel Trial? I think this was the Exodia Duel Trial. Alright, let's see what this is. Pot of Greed. Graceful. Yep, there it is. Pitch a Guido. We got a Guido. We're gonna mill a bunch of guys. We got Kelbeck. We got Rollback. Our opponent's gonna roll back. Target. Sound the retreat! Sound the retreat! Bouncing the set monster. I think our opponent just clicked the buttons there. Agido, mill 5, graceful. Oh, it's not Exodia. Oh, we're missing. Oh, we've got 2 left legs. Oh, 2 right legs. Oh, okay, dude. All right. Soul charge. Left, right. Okay. Sound the retreat. Wait, is that double Exodia? Wait, what the fuck? Oh my god! Yo! Wait, hold on. What happens to the animation? Does it do it again? Does it? Oh, it doesn't do it again. Okay, it does not play it twice, but, you know, close enough. Oh my god, that's insane. Alright, this replay is called Zexal Reference. And what are we referencing with Zexal? Our opponent looks like they're going to go first here with a Snake Eye Rescue Ace Earth Machine deck, I want to say. Something like that. Maxi resolves on the Hydrant for Airlifter. Hydrant gets Turbulence. Normal Airlifter for the spell cards. Make SP Little Knight. Guys, this might be full combo. Banish. Summon Turbulence. Turbulence then gets to set 15 cards from the deck. And through a +2 or 3 on our opponent. Stop special summoning. What are you doing? Was that worth it? Oh, they really wanted to set Urgent Schedule. Alright, standby phase. They're going to go Wanted at Diabell. Standby main. Special summon Kashtira Ogre. Extinguish, Exterminate, Eradicate. Symphonic Warrior Guitar in the scale pitches to special summon DJJ. Our opponent's going to chain Emergency. We're going to chain Gizmek Uka because we special summon a monster from the main deck, I believe. So we're going to special summon Uka. The opponent's going to get Preventer. We're going to special summon from the deck Synthesis in face down. And then we get to trigger the Gizmek twice because our opponent's special summon, I think it just burns for like 600 damage. They're going to chain Contain. This is really worth containing. Alright. Get Contained. Normal summon Symphonic Warrior Piano. Chain Urgent Schedule. Chain Preventer. That's going to Book of Moon the Piano. Special summoning a Revolution Synchron and a Metal Cruncher from the deck. The mandatory effect of Uka triggers here, despite it being negated, so our opponent is going to SP away our cards for some reason. We're going to scale Guitars. Bounce this. Rescale the DJ. The DJ flips up the Synthesis. The Synthesis adds another Guitar. The DJ... This card has like 4 effects. Special summons itself to make Dugares. Dugares is gonna Bro Drew. Discard a card. The Gizmek in the grave banishes itself to target the DJ to bring itself back. Is that a Link Summon? We're gonna Link Summon to Beyond the Pendulum. Beyond the Pendulum's gonna add a microphone. Activate the Guitar. And now we're gonna pend it up here. Pendulum summoning DJ, mic, and bass. We're gonna Link Summon into Proxy Magician. Proxy Magician is gonna fuse our face down. For 2 Symphonic Monsters to make Garura. Piano in the graveyard targets the mic to change the attribute into a winged beast. Revive Piano. Extra normal summon Guitar. Guitar bounce the other Guitar to make Rebarian Shark. Rebarian Shark bring back Dugares. Give it a material. Link for 4 into Yugioh. Yugioh is gonna Bro Drew. Chain link to Rebarian Shark. Rebarian Shark triggers to place a rank up card on top of our deck. So we get to draw it with the Yugioh. So you just special summons Guitar. Set a card. Activate base. Base target this. Change the attribute into like change the level into Atlantis. I'm gonna give it attack points here. And on summon it equips Rebarian Shark. We're gonna send the Rebarian Shark detachment here to half our opponent's life points to draw a card. We're gonna go into the rank up magic Chronomaly Atlantis. And then rank the Atlantis up into Dyson Sphere. Okay, and then we're going to use the Argent Chaos Force rank up in the graveyard to add itself back from the grave to the hand. And then we're going to rank up the Dyson Sphere into Chaos Dyson Sphere. We're going to boost the attack of the Dyson Sphere, and then we're going to inflict 300 damage to our opponent. And then more damage once per turn. Detaching number of Xyz. Inflict damage to your opponent for each card detached. And it also on summon activates to deal 300 for each Xyz material attached. So we had like 4 materials there. And we just beat full Rescue Ace combo by drawing 5 cards. And our opponent using all 4 of their disruptions completely incorrectly. This is platinum. Alright, this is called a 2004 roleplay. Which is going to start with Ostinato. That's always a good roleplay. We're going to go into Bach, 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 Bach. Songstress, red, get blue, special red. You guys are aware, of course, probably, that Ostinato, if you're willing to play enough bricks, can pretty much do anything in the entire game of Yu-Gi-Oh! There you go. This is kind of like a 3-card combo though, right? But the Ostinato plus is all day access. I mean, this just literally has to do anything in the entire game here. Alright, Azolde. Show me your wacky combo here. Pick a Slayer plus an Ignite. Pop yourself to add a Fire Warrior. That's going to be Fighting Flame Swordsman. What? Okay. All right, don't question it. Yep. How many cards are you playing? It's not even 60 cards. What the fuck? This is... Okay. All right, relax. This... Okay, dude. Okay, dude. Okay, dude. All right. Alan Merchant, search Final Countdown. Okay. Yeah, make Phantom. Monstrosity target Phantom. I've never seen that before. Mardell and Rose Girl, Turbulence. How many archetypes are we playing? Oh my god. Alright. Enter Vladimir. Loop a card. Nice. What is the point? What are you doing? Like, are you looping your opponent's hand and final countdowning them? What is the point here? What are we up to? This guy's doing shenanigans. Alright. Some Fiendsmith stuff now. Bounce the Engraver. That's very funny. Synchro into Prima Donna. Okay. Add Tract. Into... Is that the second Close Heaven? Into Sprint. What is that? What was that? Don't worry about it. It'll come up probably. Lacrima, bring back Engraver. For Pilgrim Reaper. Prima Donna target. Give your opponent back a card to special summon Serpentine Princess. Serpentine Princess. Okay. Mill like 5 cards with the Pilgrim Reaper. Mill 2 more with the Tier Cash. Mill 4 more with the... Yup, mill. Rollback copy Time Seal. What are we revealing for just now? Effect Resolution. Skip the draw phase of your opponent's next. Why is it like targeting all of your cards? Oh, we're in the process of summoning Tierra, Source of Destruction. Ah, classic. Okay, so you put back each type or something, and then it special summons, and it shuffles back the entire hand, field, and graveyard. But we also activated Serpentine Princess, because if this face-up card is shuffled from the field into your deck, you can special a level 3 or lower monster from your deck. And then now we're going to special summon Soul Resonator, who adds Yatagarasu. Our opponent skips their draw phase from the Time Seal. So now we go back to our turn. And then that's 1 on Final Countdown. And there it is. We get to do Fiendsmith combo. You probably just have game here, by the way. But to really send a message, to really nail it, you are going to Final Countdown Yata lock your opponent so that they are incapable of drawing any cards. And you're just going to Yata lock them until the Final Countdown gets to 20 turns. I mean, talk about multiple win cons for no reason. Tierra Final Countdown Yata lock. Jesus Christ. The Final Countdown. Win condition. Jay defeated Europe with Final Countdown's effect. This is why I hate Yu-Gi-Oh! Just all these meta sheep with these turn-ending combos, etc., etc. They couldn't even give them like a unique animation, by the way. Alright, this is called the average Mitsurugi combo. And when you have a Habakiri in your hand with a magical mallet in your deck, you know it's fun stuff. Real good things are about to unfold here. Alright, we're finally past the Mitsurugi stage. We're gonna use the Garez. After we mallet, Bro Drew, reload. We're looking for some very fun cards here. Oh! Oh, looks like we drew our combo. What is the combo? Let's find out. Standby phase. Banquet of Millions. Banish the entire extra decks for the turn. Mitsurugi Tempest. Huh? Has anyone read this card? If you have a Mitsurugi spell in your grave, tribute 3 monsters whose original names are Murakamo, Futsu, and Ame. Sorry, Habakiri. Make your opponent banish exactly 8 cards from their hand, extra, field, and or grave. So because we looped the extra deck with Banquet of Millions, they're forced to banish their entire hand. So this is a consistent Mitsurugi hand loop. Hey, got him. Wow. Average Mitsurugi combo. Alright, Prodi. He will be showing us today what one Terror Top can do, apparently. We're gonna go Terror Top, Auto Top for MX Saber Invoker. That's gonna get a, you guessed it, Woya. Izolde plus Suprex. We're gonna add a Twist Cobra. And Izolde is gonna add an Ignite. And one for Renaud to get Durandal. Durandal. Activate, add a Fire Woya. That's going to be Ignis. Ignis Scale Effect. Pop itself to add Fire Flint Lady. Trigger the Ignis to get a field spell. We're going for the Valance cards. Those are always fun. Dark Dorido is added from the deck to the hand here with the Beyond the Pendulum. And we're going to Pendulum Summon 3 and to Exceed the Pendulum. Exceed the Pendulum is going to add Ignis. The field spell summons Dark Dorido, which is going to stack our deck with multiple different attributes. Then we're going to use Saryuja. That's going to draw all of the stacked cards from the Dark Dorido. Scale. Last Ignite. It's going to add another Fire Flint Lady. Activate Endymion. Rescue Ferret for Fusion Parasite, Magician of Faith, and Miscellaneous Saurus. And you guys all know this Saryuja Zalantis interaction. The Rescue Ferret summons all of the monsters negated. And then the Zalantis banishes the entire field and brings them all back unnegated or in any position you want. So we're going to summon Magician of Faith and Face Down, Fusion Parasite, Misk, and Renaud. We're going to link these into VLAN Hydra, Special the Reclusia, banish Miscellaneous Saurus. That's going to summon Jarak Megalo. That's 3 different fires with multiple typings to go for Curious to dump Desperado Barrow Dragon. Desperado Barrow Dragon, when it's sent to the graveyard, gets to add a coin flipping card, I think. We're going to add Arcana Force the Fiend. Discard this to add a Light Barrier. Alright, you can probably see where this is going. VLAN Hydra tributes Curious to summon 3 tokens. And that's going to be linked into Terahertz. Terahertz is going to dump Clock Dragon. Clock Lizard is going to activate the effect here to return the Clock Dragon to the deck, banish itself and a bunch of Link monsters to perform a fusion summon of said Clock Dragon. Yup, Clock. Sends cards from the deck to the grave equal to the number of materials used. So emptying our entire deck except 1 card to the grave. We're going to rematch back Suprex and Twist Cobra. We're going to link into Goki Jet Ogre. Glow Up Bulb mills the one last card of our deck here. It was a Destrudo. Bounce the field for the Zephyros. Activate the World Barrier. Special summon the Crusadia from our hand for free buff to a Zona Link multiple points. We're going to go into Firewall Dragon. Fairy Tail Snow. It's going to banish a bunch of guys here. Use the Destrudo to make a 7 setup. Medora is going to put back exactly 2 cards. Wobby and Trap Tricks. Co-linking the Nightmare Goblin to draw a card. Fusion Substitute puts back the Clock Lizard. We draw another card. We're going to silent Wobby Special to the opponent's side of the field. They draw a card. We gain 2,000. Firewall is going to add back double Cardan from the graveyard. Extra normal summon the Cardan with the Goblin. That's going to set Ultimate Offering from the graveyard. Because of Cardan, we get to activate the Ultimate Offering this turn. We're going to banish all of those cards for Snow. We're going to activate Rollback. Rollback is going to target Burst Rebirth to bring back Moth. Jet Ogre pops itself to flip all of our monsters into attack. The Magician of Faiths are going to add back 2 spells from our graveyard. That's going to be Book of Eclipse and a Curse of Fiend. Normal Cardan again, I don't know how, to set Iron Wall. Normal summon Mantis again. I don't know how where did we get all these extra normal summons from? I don't know. Into Dugares. Dugares is going to detach to special back from the graveyard, The World. The World is going to activate the effect. skip the opponent's turn, tribute 2 cards. It goes back to us again. We're going to draw the last card in our deck here. We're going to activate Book of Eclipse, set everything onto the field here, activate Rollback. Rollback is then going to copy the World Legacy something. That's going to bring back Balganian and Caribou, flip the Iron Wall, activate Curse of Fiend, flip everything into face-up attack position. We're going to Magician of Faith, target the Curse of Fiend and the Book of Eclipse again. What are we setting up for here? The Bogeyman sets the Super Sword Shield. Mantis bounces it and sets a card. Kuribu pitches. Target the Silent Wobby. Chain the Eclipse. Activate another Curse of Fiend. Bounce everything back again. Use the Magician of Faith, which are not once per turn. What are we doing here? We're going to use the shield to pay for the opponent's... Okay, I see what we're doing. So we're looping the burn effect of the Super Soldier Shield? Wait, which one is the burn effect? This one. Once per turn during your standby, inflict 600 damage to your opponent. Is that it? That's... of all of the things to do? Oh, right, yeah, and it is the most cursed spell in the game. It is a normal spell card that has to be activated in the standby phase. Change the battle positions of all attack position monsters on the field to defense position and vice versa. These positions cannot be changed during this turn. They're activated except by a spell, trap, or monster effect. You can activate this during your standby. So it's a normal spell. You have to use in your standby. And after, you know, doing this loop here, we get to use the Boganian every turn to burn our opponent very, very badly and slowly down for 600 damage per standby. I mean, of all of the ways to beat your opponent in Yu-Gi-Oh! Of all of the ways to do the stupidest hostage combos, this takes the cake, man. The longest standby phase. It's all in the standby phase, by the way. It's all one single phase here. Because we're flipping them off in the standby phase. And then we're activating the triggers of all of these cards in the standby phase, looping the Eclipse, and then activating it as a quick play, still in the standby phase. I mean, eventually your opponent just gave up. So there you go. If you want to piss someone off, this is probably the best deck in the game to do that. Thank you for tuning into this episode of Table 500. Remember, if you want to send in your replay, check the description. It's very simple, very easy. Just make sure it's funny. Just make sure it's interesting and entertaining. Our mods will vet them, and appreciate you for tuning into this one. See you guys next time. But the winner in first place is the convoluted standby phase hostage FTK with the Bogian 600 burn damage infinite loop. Congratulations! Thank you for sending in another replay. That probably just wins all of these. So, see you guys in the next one. Thank you for tuning in. We'll probably get you in about 2 weeks. Bye-bye.